What up, people? We're back in Anime Fighter Simulator. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I think AFS2 is just going to be a cash grab, why I left AFS, and what killed AFS for me. So, I played this game for a long time, on a couple leaderboards and stuff like that. I have basically every character. I even have like characters from old summer events. We go into the challenge hub. I have like every character, even since the beginning of time. This is not the thing. This is the vault. There we go. I have like these units too. Jester, all these dudes. It's funny that they're invisible. But yeah, I was collecting. I was big on this game, you know, playing this. Now, the thing that made me quit the most is just finding out that we got ghosted. When they dropped the game, that's when it died. Surprise, surprise. So this is in 2024, where they were telling people about their events and stuff. And the thing about it is, yeah. So they just stopped telling us stuff. Prismatics 2 was the last update. They didn't even tell us the game was going to be put on hold. And then all of a sudden this year they're just like, AFS2? I was playing this game thinking they was going to update or thinking they were going to do stuff. Then they didn't tell us anything. I had to find out from random people. Oh yeah, they're never going to play this. Everyone just left. They just grabbed their shit and left and didn't care about the players still playing the game. So that's like a FU to anyone who plays the game. Plus, I was opening like crazy. I mean, just in One Punch Man alone, I have 11 billion, 12 billion opens. So I was there just opening for this stupid ass Heavenly unit that they dropped. Another thing that killed the game with me is basically when they dropped the battle pass. That was so lame. They dropped the battle pass bundles and they put all the crazy units behind paywalls and shit, which is so stupid. So dumb. Cursed orbs used to be hard to grind. Oh my god, I'm sneezing like crazy. I'm allergic to bullshit. And this game is bullshitting. Alright. Let's sneeze over time. There you go. You're welcome. Alright. So yeah, they started dropping bundles. And then they made this team event. That means that, and I'm a collectionist, and I wasn't on the right side of the team. So I'm not getting every single unit in the game, which is what I do. I want to get all like the skins. That's why I collect. What the hell? I'll blow my nose. There we go. Alright. But yeah, I was getting every single game, every single unit, every single passive. And then they had a you could get it, you can't get it type shit. So that kills like the game for me if I can't get certain characters just because I'm on the wrong side. It's a 50-50 coin flip, depending on if you win. I hate those team events, and it's the most lame, mundane shit ever. Complete a dungeon, complete portal, roll pass of open star, shit like this. That's so boring. They just want you to keep doing fucking mundane tasks in these games that are shit. Like, they're just like putting anything in the game, which kind of sucks, man. That's why I didn't even do this shit. And then they started adding the super exclusive units to Battle Pass. Like this, look, they're putting heavenly pets at the end, which is so dumb. So dumb, because it's supposed to be something that's super rare to get and super hard to get, and then they're just throwing it in a game where you can just pay to get it. Like, kind of defeats the purpose for me. I think it's really dumb. But I mean, that's just me. I'm just a player that plays this game, right? Why I think AFS2 is going to be a cash grab. Let's get right into it. Is because it's not made by someone who wants to give us a good video game. It's made by somebody who wants to profit. They care about money. So they're going to basically pay people to work on this game. They're not working on this game themselves. They don't want to bring us a nice game. He's just going to project manager the shit. He's going to hire some people, and then he's going to pay them to care about the game. But they don't care about the game. They just care about getting paid. They're just developers. It's not their fault. They're getting hired. They're like, yeah, sure, I'll work on the game. But they don't have passion. Not saying that they don't have passion developing, but it's very different when you're working on something that you want to bring to the table to make other people play and other people have fun in this game. That's very different than, like, because when someone designs a game from the ground up, when Darab designed this game, maybe not at the end, but at first, when he first, I'm not sure about the end, but when he first decided to play this game or to make the game, he wanted to bring an experience to someone. And yes, money making is always going to be there, you know? I think that if you make a good product, you should make money off that, of course. But you can't be acting like we're going to get a passionate game. They just throw 2 at the end of AFS. And the thing is, there's always been AFS. There's like AFS 64 already, man. There's so many variations of AFS on Roblox after AFS died. Even before AFS died, there was a lot of variations of anime fighters. So now they're going to bring, what, a new AFS? They're just going to charge us again for some game passes? They're going to add stupid events? They're going to drop us again, maybe, if they just decide that it's not getting enough players? Like, I find it very disrespectful. And they didn't even say, like, oh, we're not updating the game anymore. They could have just said that. I understand if a game's dying, you don't want to support it anymore. That's cool. But don't, like, ghost people. That's, like, rude. And you could tell they don't care about anything besides money. So yeah, I think that it's going to be a game that's a shell. It's just going to be with game passes. They're trying to suck every last penny out of us before they drop us again. Very disrespectful. So that's why I really don't care about this game. Another thing is, they were updating us about how many heavenlies are left. Right here, they were updating us about how many heavenlies were left, hatched, and then all of a sudden, they just stopped talking to us. They just stopped talking to us. Look. So, it was like I was opening and I was like, okay, what's happening, you know? All of a sudden, they're just like, you know what? Fuck updating people. We don't care. So, I'm just there opening something that doesn't even exist anymore. And I'm just chilling, wasting my time. And I feel that's very, like, scammy, especially how much money I spent. Probably spent, like, over a G on this game, which is crazy. This is the one game that made me never spend money on, like, Roblox games ever again. Because I thought this was something that I was going to be playing for a while. Also, you should never spend $1,000 on any game. That's just some fucking degenerate shit. But whatever, it was fun. It was cool. I was making stupid videos. I didn't give a fuck. I still don't really give a fuck. Money goes, money comes. But I find that it's very stupid how they want to act like AFS2 is going to be good. Just AFS2? Alright, deal sealed. You could have made AFS2 when AFS1 existed without even buying the AP with the IP. You're making a new game? You don't need the old IP. He's just making a game because he has an old IP and he's reusing it like a flashlight. Like, nah, man. Could have made that shit when before you bought the IP. You didn't even have to buy an IP to make an AFS2. Everyone's doing it. But now you could actually call it AFS2. You see what I mean? There's so many simulator games on Roblox right now. So I don't really understand. Also, the thing that really killed it for me too is they burned me out. They added so much stuff on top of so much stuff that like weekly updates was crazy. The thing about this game is you have to get a full team of like crazy people. Right? So they drop a divine and then you have to take those divines, you have to make them shiny. When they're shiny, then you have to infuse them, right? It's the craziest shit ever. So you get one divine, turn him shiny, you have to clone him a bunch of times. Once he's cloned, then you have to put him into this limit breaker. You limit break him, then you have to clone the limit breaker 3 times, then you have to put him in the fuser, then you have to clone the limit fuser dude. Look at this. I have 20 characters. I have to do that like fucking 20 times. By the time you're done doing that shit, the new update drop with the new unit. So now you just have to do it all over again. You have to always transfer all the passive. It stops being a game. It starts being like work. And you have to get all these passives, and as soon as you get all the new passives, they add a new passive in the game that's even better than the shit. So it's really annoying. It's like you're always having to do something and there's never no rest. And they're just pushing their developers too to grab. Maybe that's why the game died, because they pushed the developers too far and everyone just left and homie didn't know what to do. That's very possible. But yeah, they're just trying to add stuff in the game and I don't even like any of that. I think it's really sad that what they did, you know? You talk to anybody who plays AFS and they're gonna tell you, yeah, that was kind of fucked up that they just ghosted us. They left us on red and they decided to make ALS. So what are they gonna do that to ALS too? Just be ready for when ALS they just ghost you. If AFS2 does good, you know, they're just gonna keep doing it to people who play their games. No respect for the people who play. So why should I respect the new game that's coming out? It's just gonna be a cash grab. It's gonna be all the stupid same battle passes and everything. I'm a big player. I have every single item in this game. Challenger fruits, this used to be a really valuable item, but now you could just buy 2,500. Just trying to suck everything out. Now you could buy 2,500. So like it doesn't even fucking matter. How much is it anyways? 10,000. They want to take $100 off of you to buy that shit. I mean, yeah, it's just gross. They have so much in this game that's like unrefined too. But I didn't really care about that. I was still playing it. I was still trying to grind stuff. I was still trying to do stuff. Just the ghosting part. Getting ghosted is fucked. They shouldn't be doing that to their player base. AFS2, I'm still gonna play it. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not buying any game passes. I'm gonna see what's up. You do what you want, you know. I'm just telling you that it's gonna be a cash grab. Get ready to spend like a good $50 on that shit for the game passes, because the game passes weren't cheap in this. Where are they? Game passes weren't cheap. And the worst part is I got like scammed out of this. What is this? Mega Relic. They're just adding stuff in this game. Premium pass? Yeah, battle passes. If they keep doing that and adding battle passes to the game, it's so friggin' lame. It's gonna be it's gonna be a shit show. No passion. You're gonna pay people who are overworked, who are gonna get overworked to work on a game that they don't fucking care about. They want to make money, so of course they're gonna care about it, but they're not gonna actually. It's not gonna come from a place of, hey, let's make a game that makes everyone like excited to play. But that's what it is, yo. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. If you want to play this game, play it. If you don't want to play it, do what you want. I'm just telling you how I feel about this game and why I dropped it and why I'm not gonna be putting any money in any of their AFS games. Now, do I do the same with ALS? I kind of like playing ALS, but it's kind of getting, ALS is turning into the same kind of shit show. They're dropping events on events with updates during the events, so you don't really have time to grind shit. Like when they dropped this, it was the team thing, but you could also, they dropped the heavenly, so you have to open 7 billion eggs just to have the potential to get one. But before I could even get to 7 billion, for some reason people said that all the friggin' heavenlies were taken. People were just saying that. And I don't know. I was like, yo, I opened 12 billion, didn't even get one heavenly. Almost double the amount you're supposed to get to open that shit. So I was really like, yeah, you know what, that makes sense that I didn't get it. And then I looked at the thing and I was like, oh, they didn't post, but doesn't mean they quit the game. Maybe they're just taking a break. Nope, they ghosted us for a whole year. They didn't give a fuck about the player base. This game is literally ass. The Boss Studio is really just a money hungry organization that buys games. So I don't mind them buying games and like working on them and shit, but to do shit like that really shows their true colors. And they should be watching this video too, because this is someone who plays the game more than probably, I don't know, 99.99% of the game, of people in the game. And to prove it to you, I'm going to show you the leaderboards on. And I stopped playing for like months. I was going for top 1 on the leaderboards for shit, but I just stopped playing. I said, fuck that shit, man. It really took the gas out of the engine for me. Yeah, I'm right here on opens. I was like right here. These people just kept playing. But I was going to pass like this dude or something. You know, it's very close. This is one of the homies too. I'm right here on leaderboards. That's crazy. This person just never stopped playing. These people just never stopped playing. James stopped playing too. That's sad, yo. This dude loved the game. He would have been there. That's a homie. We don't care about this. I used to like playing for leaderboards, but also the game's full of cheaters and they just don't give a fuck about that. You know? Like, look at this shit. 1 million levels. You can't even get to 1 million in your lifetime. To count to 1 million takes like a year. So you're telling me to do with 1 billion. I can't even look at this leaderboard. I would have been on it. But they fucked up. Either way, it kind of takes the air out of the balloon for me. Fuck this game. Fuck everything about it. And yeah, it's tough. because I really did like this game. And for that reason, I think the video is done. And I kind of explained everything. This isn't a video telling you what to do. This is just speaking from my experience. You could support you could listen to me, you could not listen to me. It's your decision. You make you're a big person. You can make your own decisions on what you want to do with this game. For me, I'm going to treat it like I don't give a fuck about it. Obviously, I'm going to check out. There's so many games on Roblox, or just games in general, that are free to play, or that hardly cost anything, and they're really fun. So maybe you guys should play those games. I heard like the 99 Nights, or that's a good game, shit like that. Go check out those games. Those games are alright. Anyways, that's it. Peace.